The University of Vermont is recognizing educators who are changing remote learning for the better. Our Alyssa Borden introduces us to the winners of this year's Pre-Lock Online Teaching Award.
When the pandemic hit and online learning replaced time in a classroom, some people saw that as a disconnect. But not University of Vermont educators Marie Vea and Sefikor Komabu Pamai, both in the spotlight for using remote learning for everything that it is versus everything that it's not. Vea teaches Ways of Knowing, a class launched in 2020 that calls into question traditional Western learning methods.
This class is really a creative forum to explore how we might gain knowledge across differences, across different experiences.
Vea, who is an assistant dean at UVM's Rubenstein School, says it took some creativity to get people to connect remotely, but eventually she found success in acknowledging what learning at home is like.
Someone is in their kitchen and sharing that they're making dinner, or their children are around, or their pets.
Vea says winning this award is an honor, but also says remote connection plays an important role in learning and could continue to moving forward.
It really bridges across difference, and there could be ways that we could have conversations with communities that we might not have conversations with, because they're not in place with us.
That's an idea that Sefikor Komabu Pamai capitalizes on in her class called Global Disability Studies.
Anybody who hears disability, the person hears a negative story, right? I'm changing the narrative.
Komabu Pamai is a lecturer and educator from Ghana and developed the course from her experiences teaching American students.
Coming as an international student and entering and teaching American students, and then knowing myself as a person with disabilities and working with people with disabilities, in terms of research work, I realized that there is a huge gap.
Her intention is to teach about disabilities in cultures all around the world.
You will meet people from outside the US system, especially from Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, Kenya, wherever.
She also works to humanize the experience and encourage advocacy and change from her students, no matter where they may be. The remote aspect of this course makes it accessible, adding perspectives from all over the world.
So in building this course, I was very intentional to make sure that that child or that student who has no idea about how remote learning is should have the equitable access to education.
She says she and her students are making changes in Vermont and beyond.
We don't know how to blow our own horns, but I think I'm learning that in America. That is a hard nut for me to crack, but a simple word to say I'm so proud of myself and the impact,
Though the real reward is increased accessibility in education for students, these educators will also receive a certificate, a letter of their accomplishments, and a cash prize. In Burlington, Alyssa Borden, Channel 3 News, first at 4.